Now it's time to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Everybody grabbing out there. Nobody tackle. Get grabbing, everybody. Grab. Nobody tackle.
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. Don't go away. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Real estate real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Upmont Girls basketball coach Tom Waller, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome to good Saturday morning, and welcome everybody to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside Todd, the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert to my right. And we are live at the Ardmore Car Show, one of the biggest car shows here in North Alabama. Annual event. It goes on. Who does it benefit?
Football team.
Football team. All right. We got Coach Snider will be coming on a little bit later. We're also broadcasting live from WKAC, the Big 1080 in Athens, Limestone County, and across the world on the World Wide Web with Sports
Play Action
Sports app. We're good.
PAS
Plus app. Look for us on Facebook at Applebee's Tailgate Talk and on Instagram or Twitter at Tailgate Talk AL. Visit us online at tailgatetalk.net. This sucker coming down here is one of the coolest looking. It looks like something out of
like the Monsters.
Monsters, yeah.
Or Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
It's
that's definitely a creation of his own. I wish people could see that.
20-inch wheels. What you got is a monster themed sedan with dualies on the dualies. Yes, dualies on single axle dualies, huge tires and wheel. It's got the same aggressive tread pattern on the front as it does on the back. And it appears to have a 7.3 cheeseburger. Have mercy, brother. appears to have a 7.3-liter diesel turbo. Hey, brother, good to see you. On a gas-powered. No, that's the diesel powered. That explains why that diesel turbo is on that diesel engine.
Holy smoke.
Yeah.
Painted up, man, in the, what is that, copper, I guess?
Yeah, looks like it.
That's wicked.
That's cool.
And we got a front row seat, ladies and gentlemen, too, where all these cars are coming in to be shown.
442 right there. Yeah. Looks at, you ought to see the vehicle it drove. It pull that thing in. I saw it at the store.
Oh, yeah?
Big old smokestack coming out the back.
Oh, wow. They got it going on.
That dude lives and breathes diesel, I would think. Visit us online at tailgatetalk.net to get scores and archives of past shows. You can also vote on this week's Athlete of the Week poll and enter nominations for future polls, as well as find the links to download the PAS Plus app for your Android or iOS devices. Follow the Tailgate Talk podcast on iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, Google, and other popular platforms. Here comes a rat's nest coming in. You can hear it chopping a little bit there. Upside down headers there. Hear us on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus. Call or text us during the show at area code 256-8121-TGT. That's area code 256-812-1848. Our call-in guests come in via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And we have the special guest segment today is sponsored by Yellow Hammer Roofing. Got a great show lined up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have Coach Michael Parker coming off a big win over Colbert Heights last night. Coach Jonathan Snider, Ardmore Tigers, they were open, playing West Morgan next week. We'll all discuss all these games later. Chad McGehee, James Clemens, big win over in Florence. Oscar Bonds, I think got to keep an eye on this Tanner team, man.
Man, dude, I'm telling you, speed inside.
Yes, those early two losses.
Ooh. Yeah, well, they're not looking so bad.
Well, it was against Lauderdale County and Lee. Both of them.
Mae Jemison.
Mae Jemison.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, which, I mean, Mae Jemison, year in, year out, it's not the best team in the world, but they've improved a lot.
Yes.
And they're 6A school.
Yeah,
I mean,
6A school.
when you're 2A, 6A, you shouldn't be on the field with them, and they competed.
That's true.
Yeah, they gave Athens a hard time last night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Between Skylar Townsend and Parham, what's his first name?
Oh, if you hadn't asked me, I would
I'm sorry.
Carl.
Duh, that's his daddy's name. Lord have mercy. Carl. They looks like they got something going there.
They've got something special going on.
Yeah, they do. And speaking of special, Cody Gross at Athens, he's joining us today. Their program is rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I'm proud for them.
Yeah, I am happy for them, too. Elkmont started off strong, and they went through the gauntlet of Lauderdale County and Mars Hill. Okay, they got 2 losses. And
that's with any team that plays that gauntlet. So,
yeah.
I mean, I hope the kids aren't beating themselves up over it.
Oh, no, Coach Bunyo's not going to let them do that, I'm sure. Because next week, Ardmore and Elkmont. Was that next week? Where'd I get that?
Yeah, that's next week.
Where'd I get that at?
That's what I don't know.
Or at West Morgan from. Did you write
no, they're off. West Ardmore next week they play West. Ardmore plays West.
When does Elkmont and
Elkmont plays? Oh, I don't know. I got it right down wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
Either that or I just copy. I mean, I copy and paste this stuff. So whatever.
It's going to be slamboree up in here because Todd got his notes wrong, ladies and gentlemen. We'll figure it out though, and we will get back.
Like I said, I just copy and paste. So.
Gentlemen, this is neither the time nor the place. We'll talk to the coaches and we'll figure out who they're playing next week. I just erased all that stuff.
Yeah, I think I saw when I was looking for something else that Ardmore and Elkmont were playing next. So.
Gotcha. And we will have our Swami of the SEC.
And they are playing next because me and Gar talked about it last night. So.
Say what again?
They are playing next week because me and Gar talked about it. Elkmont, Ardmore.
Oh, Elkmont and Ardmore. Oh, okay, so they are. That's on. That'll be a good one. AP Steadham, our Swami of the SEC, will be joining us as our special guest today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time to talk. What?
But before we get into last week we talked about this deal with the gift cards and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the AHSAA has kind of not exactly done a about face, but they've kind of made an exception, revised the rule, I guess. So the restaurant gift cards are okay.
Okay.
So
all right.
We're
back
now,
in business, boys.
Yeah, we're good to give away the Applebee's gift cards and the other gift cards that we give away at the game. So we're good. So
yeah, I'm glad they found the error of their ways. I'm sure a lot of people probably after they saw that story called in and sent emails and said, "Are y'all insane?" You know.
So last week's Athlete of the Week, are they going to be retrofitted with the Applebee's Tailgate Talk card?
Yeah, we'll go back.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's toss it over to producer extraordinaire for
Scores and more.
All righty, last night's football action. James Clemens defeated Florence 14-7. Is West Limestone over East Lawrence 55-8. Elkmont, like we said, they ran into the buzzsaw of Mars Hill 76-0 was the final score on that one. Clements over Colbert Heights 50-37. Athens beat May Jemison 55-35 on their homecoming night. It was Tanner 48, Sheffield 14, and Russellville beat East Limestone 53-7. Volleyball, Wallace State defeated Calhoun. Calhoun's playing in the tournament. I think it's the Wallace State Bash or something like that. Anyway, they lost to the home team 3-1, but they defeated Roan State 3-1. They also were supposed to have played another game last night or yesterday afternoon. I don't have a score on it, so I don't know what happened with it. So anyway, coming up in the next few weeks, our special guest will be Terrence Cody, former Alabama player. He will be signing autographs on the 3rd Saturday in October.
Very appropriate.
And we'll have him on the 2nd Saturday to kind of tease that deal.
You tease.
Tell us what's going on.
You.
And that's Scores and More, brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. So how was your trip to Auburn last week?
It was great, man.
You didn't send us any food pictures or anything.
No.
Well, no, but you weren't there, so they had Chick-fil-A, and so I had Chick-fil-A for lunch or for dinner and for the late-night snack. So thank you.
I got a public service announcement.
PSA?
Yeah.
All right.
So for all you, and this is just,
Lord,
this is from Todd.
For all
the opinions of Todd
does not necessarily reflect
WKC or Applebee's Tailgate Talk. For all you climate change kooks, come out here and see these awesome freaking cars and tell me that y'all aren't wrong. I mean, you want to get everything electric and all these. I mean, this is America, Tom. These cars are a history, dude. It's amazing to see all these cars remodeled, redone, and they're beautiful, man.
It's America, Todd. It's fried chicken.
That's right.
Apple pie.
Baseball.
And car shows.
Holy smoke.
High horsepower.
It's just one after the other of awesome vehicles. Some of them bring back great memories, from us growing up.
Yeah.
Couldn't you put an electric engine in one of these?
I'm sure you could.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Put an electric engine in anything. But
it'd be a lot quieter out here. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't even go in.
Wouldn't do that.
They kind of hum a little bit. I've heard them. Weird hum.
Yeah.
But it's just.
You could probably have better burnouts.
You know what? It ain't going to sound like that muffler kicking, rumbling a little bit.
Not got that
high lift
power sound.
High compression.
But, I mean, it's just, just
looking.
one after the other.
What is that right there? Is that a Monte Carlo?
That's a Monte Carlo. SS. No, it's not SS. It's Monte Carlo.
It's Monte Carlo. Okay. That's a good-looking car.
Chevy SS right behind it, black.
Yeah.
Dave McQueen had one.
Yes, he did.
I mean, him had a lot of. That's what I'm saying, man. It brings back my teenage years right there.
There's a Galaxy 500 convertible down there. I had a Ford Fairlane.
No.
Four-door.
You did?
Yeah, blue one. My grandmother's old car, man.
You.
Yeah. Little 302 in it.
Nice.
It's great. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our first segment. We're live here at the Ardmore Car Show. Things are just getting started. Get your kids, grab your wife, grab your kids. Come on out to the Ardmore Car Show. Walk by like Cheeseburger did here. Just do some
That's right.
slap hands, and then y'all go and do your thing. And anyway.
Crowd's already coming in. Y'all come right on in with them.
It's time for the first break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk on your Alexa device by saying, "Alexa, open PAS Plus," and hear it in crystal clear quality. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Hey, everybody, this is former Auburn quarterback Ben Leard, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Todd the Bod Tomlin, and we've got our Swami of the SEC calling in via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, Mr. A.P. Steadham. A.P., welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
What's your plans this morning? What are you doing, brother?
I'm on moving to the west over to Baton Rouge to watch those Razorbacks take on the LSU Tigers.
You going to see the Battle of the Boot?
That's it, Battle of the Boot. Going over to that ball game, and Arkansas is, man, they did not play well last week. 2 double-digit leads and couldn't hold it against BYU, the new Big 12 member.
I know, that's crazy. That was not a good loss. Not a good loss for the SEC either.
No, the mighty SEC, I think, is, 5-7?
Yep, not a good start.
Yeah, there's only a couple of teams that's undefeated right now. Ole Miss and Auburn's one of them.
Right, that's right. Ole Miss and Auburn. So they're undefeated, and Ole Miss comes to Tuscaloosa. And if Lane Kiffin ever thought about beating Alabama,
this would be it.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going over the Mississippi line right now. I'm thinking about it.
Let me ask you this. I was listening to a sports show on the way here this morning, and the guys were kind of giving their, picks of the day and all, and this one guy's like, well, I'm picking Alabama. And he's like, well, why? And he's like, well, because they've got a lot more players going to the NFL next year. He said they got at least 8 or 10, where Ole Miss only has maybe 3 or 4. Alabama, I didn't know Alabama had 8 or 10 potential. I was trying to think.
I haven't seen too many All-Stars.
Okay, I ain't either. I didn't know if that was just me or what.
This is, with NFL, it's not about hype. It's about production.
Yep.
If you're a good scout, they don't care if you went to Stillman or Alabama.
That's right.
You can play ball. They're going to draft you.
Yep.
But, I didn't understand the beginning of the year why they took Alabama, because I didn't see any All-Stars at wide receiver.
No.
I didn't see any All-Star running back. I saw some potentially good players. Quarterback, we know. I didn't see the All-Stars there. And now the offensive line, that's been a huge disappointment. No
Huge.
You know, if nothing else, can you whip him at the line, and let's see if we can run that ball about 150, 200 yards a game.
That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to win a lot of 20-17, 20-14, or 24, you know, those kind of type games, defensive games.
Yeah. You know, he's going to have to coach it. You know, Wim Sanderson always said, I don't want to coach every play. Well, I'm sorry, Coach Saban, this year you will.
Yeah. So Auburn on the road at A&M this morning. Big test for them.
Yeah, you know, Connor Wegman has been playing very well for Texas A&M. The offense is scoring, 30-plus points most of the time, A&M, which is different from last year. I think they scored 30 twice. So the offense should be good. The defense is the issue for A&M. You know, that high-priced defense just depends if their paycheck cleared or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but 48 points to Miami. I mean, I know Tyler Van Dyke. I mean, I met him personally and everything, but he had a sensational game, 270 yards, and put 48. Last year was 9 points. This year, 48. Something happened in what a year.
Yeah, it did.
Somebody's stock went sky high, and somebody else's stock dropped.
Well, last week, AP Peyton Thorne for Auburn was the got called at 2 interceptions. But Tim asked me a little earlier about the trip down to Jordan-Hare, and that should have been 1 interception because he made 1 bad read, and the other interception hit Mr. Shane Hooks. Now, if he wants to be called Hollywood in my book, you got to make the catches. You got to earn that nick. Hollywood's a big nickname. If you're going to be Hollywood, you got to catch a ball to hit you in the face mask. I don't care if it is 75, 80 miles an hour.
No, he's in Carson at the moment. You know, he's not Hollywood yet.
Exactly. He ain't quite made it. Well, there's a Hollywood up here. There's a Hollywood up here just east of Scottsboro. That may be the Hollywood they're referring to.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. I didn't sit in the front for geography, but you're right. But hey, Peyton had that 200-100 game. That was pretty nice for him.
Yeah, I know. Coach could have had him, gave him some history, but he didn't realize he was that close to was it passing yards? Yeah, 300. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice for a 300-100 game.
It would have been. Yeah.
Anyhow, the fact is he seems to be getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better. That's and it's other things. Right now, Auburn's the injury quote unquote list. Keontae Scott, big defensive back for us, linebacker, punt returner. He's out with foot surgery. And the rest of them were dings when they come off the field. I think there was one of those. Okay, we got plenty of people behind you. I know you're bruised, so you get over here and sit. We'll get you ready for Texas A&M. I don't think injuries will be a primary concern right now for Auburn and in College Station.
No, big challenge for them.
The big challenge, yes, sir.
You know, and it's an early game. They're starting here pretty soon.
Yep.
But you'd like to see no turnovers, play solid defense, kicking game, and let's catch the football.
Catch the football. Get a punt returner that's not going to drop. The two punt returns were muffed last week. One for a turnover, one Auburn got back. That's got to be resolved.
No, they don't have any margin for error.
No, sir.
This Auburn team. No, so they have to play the error-free football to get that, and that's just to give yourself a chance.
Yes, exactly.
Give yourself a chance. But A&M, they got to be stung from 2 weeks ago losing that game to Miami. But the offense is playing better, and Connor Wigman has some confidence. Just this defense, if they're inspired, I would think they're going to be inspired at home.
Yeah,
a conference game. See, you know, I think A&M, of course, is a favorite. I think it's is it 9 points or how many points?
9, yeah.
It's up to 9. It was 7 earlier in the week. Everybody must have been jumping on that 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, that surprised me.
All these teams. I mean, there's nobody every Saturday you're watching the game and say, "Oh, this is an automatic." I don't think there's too many automatics. I mean, Vanderbilt's not playing well. They're still surrendering a lot of points. Vanderbilt, Mississippi State. I mean, they got trounced by LSU. That was inexcusable. That should have been a competitive game. But Will Rogers, I mean, he is in a funk right now. I mean, it was 11-28 maybe in that game. So they've got to do something. He's a much better player than 11 for 28.
Right.
Going back to Alabama real quick, I wanted to ask you about this, and this might, I haven't broken down the numbers and all that mess, but it sure does seem like that since we've adopted the offensive coordinator Tommy Rees from Notre Dame and the quarterback Buckner, that our offense has gotten substantially worse. But he left Notre Dame, and Notre Dame's offense seems to be doing quite a bit better. I mean, is there some correlation to that, AP, or is it just because of the teams they've been playing, or what?
Right. Well, as my daddy said, Sam Hartman for Buckner, that was the trade for a Jay Bird for a turkey. So that's what I think happened there. I mean, Sam's a sensational player. I saw him play against Clements. Wake Forest lost it. It's nothing by 3 touchdowns, but he's talented, and he's the difference maker for them. He would be on any team. But, Alabama, when you don't have somebody who can make yards after the catch or command double teams, then you're trying to manage an offense where it's all about the execution.
Yeah.
In other words, I can't throw a 5-yard pass expecting him to run 15. No. I'm throwing a 5-yard pass hoping that he catches the ball.
Yeah, hoping you get to 5. You're right. Just hoping you get that 5.
So that means no holding, no offside, no motion penalties, no lineman downfield. I mean, those types of things. No dropping the ball on 3rd down, so we can continue the drive. So it's just a difference when you have outstanding talent, superior talent. I mean, Alabama's had that for many, many years. They don't right now. I mean, they haven't produced it this year, 2023. We haven't seen it yet. If it's going to happen, we have a lot of football games left, and they could prove us all wrong. But right now, they're an average football team. Yeah. But I do believe the quarterback, Milroe, I mean, he can run past anybody, but he can't have the turnovers. Yeah. Maybe they'll be okay if that happens. Maybe.
I think he's your best chance for a win right now.
I think so. You just don't see the confidence, and you don't see the confidence from the offensive line right now. No. I mean, is Tyler going to come back? Tyler Booker, maybe?
Yeah.
Tyler had back specials last week.
Okay.
That should help some. I'm hoping he's back. I think he will be. But that should help. But, Alabama needs some consistency. And we all know rhythm. Rhythm is passing, right? You have to have rhythm in your passing game.
Well, of course, we all us Alabama fans were screaming during the Texas game to, make a substitution at quarterback. Yeah. And then after last week, maybe we find out why.
Milroe was still your best chance to win.
We didn't make but then, we're talking about the line, too. I mean, we needed Johnny Manziel running around back there.
To me, a lot of it goes back to the line. I mean, it just does. But,
And Bo Nick says, welcome to my world.
But I think Buckner can plan on just sitting down there the rest of the year because he didn't show squat. So Simpson definitely moved up.
Yeah. No, I didn't see too much from Buckner, and I was disappointed for sure. But you're right. The offensive line is the key to a football team. I always look at the quarterback, then the offensive line, then the secondary, the last line of defense. And the offensive line, they can't sustain the drive, so they've got to play better. And it's all based on the matchups, right? Yes. You might play good one game. So why did they play so well? Well, it was the personnel on the other side.
Yes.
They weren't as strong as the prior week. So it's the matchups. Now, Ole Miss, are they getting better on defense? They have Pete Golding. He should know something about Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, but they can score. I don't know who's healthy on that side. They had that transfer for Louisiana Tech. Wide receiver, very good. Trey Harris? Was it Trey Harris or something? I forgot. But anyway, I'm not sure if he's playing, but they got some tight ends that are good, wide receivers. Judkins has not had any room this year, about 100-something yards so far.
Yeah.
So he's waiting to explode.
Yeah,
he's from Alabama.
He is.
He needs something to him. He's going to play.
Well, how many points do you think Auburn and Alabama both need to put on the board today in order to win those games?
in order to win the game, right?
Yeah.
I would say, Auburn. A&M's been scoring 30.
Mm-hmm.
A&M's been scoring 30 points. Now, if Auburn plays good defense, maybe they get away with 28.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm in agreement with that.
Maybe they hold back a touchdown from A&M. They're playing at home, though, so we'll see. And then Alabama at home. Mississippi's been scoring. Aren't they one of the top teams? About 50 points a game.
Yeah.
Or something?
I mean,
because they played Mercer and they put 37 or so on Tulane and 48 on Georgia Tech. So they're averaging 50-something. Alabama, I think they need to hold it in that 28 range and play some defense. I don't know if Alabama can get the 35. I said this week. I'm not sure if Alabama will score 40 points in an SEC game.
Oh, that's very possible.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
I'm not sure. If they do, all right, they've got one on me. But consistently, I don't see it at this point. So you asked me the point. Maybe 28 is the good number for both of them. And I'm asking both to play defense.
No
better defense.
I think you'll see with Auburn this week a little bit more of the defense that was shown at Cal because they played lights-out defense at California. So
they did, yeah. They played good. I was at that game. Played real good defense. Rushed the passer. Gave him fits. Yeah. And but Wakeman's been hot, and they have that Evan Stewart, the receiver. He's good.
Gotcha.
That's his name, Stewart. He's good.
Good.
A&M.
AP, man, safe travels. It's time for us. We got to go pay some bills here, buddy.
Hey, thank you. I've got a policeman escort me to through Mississippi here.
Well, you better have one going through Mississippi.
And real quick, tell us about your show this week.
Yeah, tell us about your show, buddy.
Oh yeah, AP and Kelly, as we see it. We actually had Max Darkson, the former great from Florida offensive lineman. He's our biggest guest of all. 6'8". Pounds. So he's doing the game. He's doing the Arkansas LSU game. I'll see him this evening. So we had Max. He's great. Max is a great guest.
Well, you tell him Tomcat said duh-huh. He'll know what you're talking about.
I sure will. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, AP. Safe travels.
By the way, is that officer escorting you from behind or in front?
Yeah. Key question.
No, he's in the front.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got to weigh in now, buddy.
Yep.
That's it.
See you, AP. Talk to you next week, bud.
All right.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Y'all be good. Thank you.
Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Swami of the SEC talking to us live via the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And it's up here in Ardmore. We're up here in Ardmore. Y'all come to Ardmore. Today's all about the Ardmore.
Beautiful day, too.
Beautiful
man.
day.
Nice breeze.
How many times have we both froze our self to death up here?
Was it like supposed to be 83, 84 today? I think it's the high, and there's a lot of shade. And
yeah, come see us. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
AP Steadham, Heisman Trophy voter, Maxwell Award voter, and Biletnikoff Award voter can be heard weekly on the AP and Kelly As We See It podcast on Anchor and Spotify. He can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. When you're looking for something special for your next event, why not bring in the most amazingly fine flavored shaved ice this side of the islands, Kona Ice of Decatur and Athens. Whether it's a school or major sporting event, a picnic, or a festival, Kona Ice brings the fun and laughter. From their steel drum music to their signature flavor wave, where guests can flavor their own shaved ice. No event is too big or too small. Kona Ice makes fundraising easy too. Call Kona Ice today and tell them what you have in mind. 256-566-5298. Or look for them on your favorite social media platform. Kona Ice of Decatur in Athens. 256-566-5298.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens.
your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, located at 105 South Marion Street. Open weekdays 9 to 5. Call 256-232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
Takes the snap. He's going to fake the pitch. He's at the 20, the 10. He's going to get a cover. Touchdown, James Clemens.
Be listening for James Clemens High School football this season as the Jets take on the best in Class 7A competition. You can hear every featured game streamed live online at pasnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus, or on your PAS Plus app, and later on demand. You can also hear the replays at Sunday afternoons on WKAC Radio. Join us for exciting coverage of James Clemens Jets football this season from Play Action Sports.
Hey, this is Charles Morrison, varsity baseball coach with Lindsay Lane Christian Academy, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the Ardmore Car Show in Ardmore, Alabama, surrounded by people from Ardmore, Alabama. But we've got on the I've done it again. First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. Coach Michael Parker, head coach of the Clements Colts, coming off a big win over Colbert Heights, joining us this morning. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's beautiful, man. The weather's great. We're sitting under pine trees, nice little breeze blowing out of the north. It's
That's
like
great,
it's
man.
almost like spring, except it don't have the pollen blowing around like crazy.
Yeah, I got you. It does feel good outside today.
Yeah. How's things over in your area right now?
Going good. Going good.
Nice win last night.
Yeah, we put together 3 good quarters of football and forgot to play the fourth quarter.
Well, what happened? Is that where they got the extra points in the fourth quarter?
Well, I was gonna say I heard you on the call-in show last night on our way back from doing the Tanner game, and you mentioned the fact that they need to pull it together and learn that there's a 4-quarter game, not a 3-quarter game.
Yeah. We started trying to sub some in the fourth quarter, and we didn't convert like we should have, and didn't execute some things, and gave the ball back to them a couple of times there, and they scored. I think they scored 20 in the fourth quarter on us.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So we got to figure out, man, whoever you are, when you're out there on the field, you got to execute.
Yeah.
So it's. But overall, we had a good game. We played the first half really hard, got after them. Was up 24-7 at halftime, and we fumbled the ball on the 2-yard line. That's the reason they got their 7 points. So it was on our 2.
Going in on 2 or on your own 2?
No, on our own 2.
I got you.
They had 2 yards to go.
Short field, yes.
A short drive. Yeah, that'll do it. That sure will do it.
We were up 7-0. No, we was up 6-0 at that point.
Okay.
And they scored, went up 7-6, and that's about all they had generated in the first half.
That's one of those things.
Defense played pretty good.
That's one of those things as a coach where, you want to get those kids in and get them some playing time, but at the same time, they've got to learn that they're in there to not just be learning, but to playing and continue the execution that's been going on the whole game, And I know it gets frustrating as a coach. I can remember in those days. I know you have a hard time believing this, but sometimes I'd have to come off the bench. And and that would always be.
He was a dominate physique on the field.
Oh, but that was always a thing, was like, you don't let up, and of course the starters would get ill, right? Because, hey, man, we had a shutout going and you've let, them score, get back in the game,
Yeah, well, it wasn't like we masked substituted either. I mean, we kept some starters out there, and they didn't execute things good in the fourth quarter. So, here's a good thing: we hadn't peaked yet, so we're still getting better. every week, and maybe by the end of the season, we'll be ready to peak.
Yeah, well, I mean, last night was a good start. I mean, was it? Were you happy at least with the effort and all that the kids gave you?
Yeah, the effort was great. I mean, we put up 50 points, so we executed pretty good on offense. So I was pretty pleased with their effort. We still got to execute some blocking schemes. We got 4 offensive linemen out.
Really?
So,
wow. Okay.
And we got 2 of those are starters, so the backups were hurt. So we're down to, the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
So we had to substitute and play a substitute offensive line last night. We flip flopped the strength, so just had to do what we had to do to get through that night. Maybe we'll have the others back.
I mean, that's what about to put 50 on the board with your lineman out like that? That's pretty impressive. So good effort by those guys that came in and filled in those roles.
Yeah, they did a great job. Like I said, just not being out there and getting tired and just forgetting the assignments that you have on different plays. Had some running backs come in and run the wrong play.
Oh my goodness, that's aggravating.
Just some green stuff that they just don't. They're just green and hadn't had a whole lot of experience. But we're going to continue to get them in the game, and they can really help us.
Yep.
We got a little 9th grader, Torrey Pride. He can go, but sometimes he forgets what to do and don't ask. So.
Yeah, well, it's kind of one of those things, I guess, especially when you're that younger. It's like, man, I'm just going to go with what I think it's supposed to be and pray that it's right, because I know if I ask, I'm going to get chewed. For like, you got to remember your play, son. So I guess he's just hoping, Lord, I hope I'm right, dude, so I don't get chewed either way. Better to go ahead and just ask and take that chewing and do what's right.
Right. It means something to him when he runs the wrong play and I jerk him out and he jerked his helmet off his head. He's mad at himself. So.
Well, that's good. At least he knows who to be mad at.
That's right. And he did. He was mad. He wasn't mad at me. He was mad at himself.
Good deal.
So who have you got coming up next week?
DAR.
Kate Smith, DAR.
Yeah, you ain't got to go to Grant Mountain this year, Coach.
No.
That's a long drive, but it's pretty up. I was impressed at how pretty it was when we got up there. But let them come to Clements this year, man. Need some retribution going there.
That's right.
So what's the story on them?
Haven't won a game, I don't think. So haven't really won a game this year. Been defense has been giving up some numbers. I can see their scores, but they ain't played slouches either. So they're they've been beat by some pretty good teams.
All right. Well, okay. I don't know what that is. Is that you?
Yes, that's me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I had jumped in my truck to try to keep some noise down outside.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we were okay. I thought that doesn't sound like that hang-up, that disconnected being, Well, let's move on to our senior spotlight for this week.
Okay. Let's go with Tyree Holloway.
Okay.
Tyree's a move-in. He's a transfer in from Jemison from last year. And his first year playing for me, he's a slot receiver, plays some secondary for us, but had a really good night last night, caught some crucial balls in situations. And he just does a good job of running routes. And, if Jaden's in trouble, he comes back to him and tries to get open for him. So Jaden does a good job of keeping his eyes downfield while he's scrambling. So Tyree's picked that up, and he's really done a good job for us the past 3 weeks.
That sounds good. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Good luck. Get some vengeance on DAR, and keep everybody healthy, man.
That's it, man. That's the main thing right now.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you next week, hopefully.
Appreciate what you guys do for us.
I appreciate what you do for us, buddy. Thank you.
All right, see you, bye.
Thank you, bye. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach Michael Parker of the Clements Colts. Big win over Colbert Heights. Time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Lauderdale County's Addison Embry, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week, and winner of a gift card from the Athens Applebee's, along with a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook. The Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627.
This is First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Claire Holt from Athens Bible School, and I love First National Bank. They make it easy for me to balance school, work, and my social life. With convenient services like online banking, bill pay, and the mobile app, I can take care of my finances without having to worry. I can check my balance, transfer funds, and I was even able to deposit my paycheck from my phone. First National Bank, making communities great.
Located at 1880 Highway 72 East and 321 South Jefferson Street in Athens. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
Bring the man in motion across the line of scrimmage. They give it to him on the sweep play. He's outside, got a living room now. Down the sideline, cuts it back. He's angling for the end zone, and he will score. Wow.
Join us this football season for Limestone County football, streamed right to your computer or mobile device on the Play Action Sports app. You can also hear it on your Amazon Echo by saying, Alexa, open Play Action Sports. Listen later on demand or download anytime you want by going to the archives at pasnetwork.net. Limestone County football from Play Action Sports.
Hi, this is Daryl Furman, former linebacker of the University of Alabama, Crimson Tide. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tom Cat, alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we've got the man of the hour here, but we got him on the phone. Something about this.
I don't know about all that man of the hour.
It's not like you got anything to do. I can't believe you couldn't come up here and just sit around and just,
chew the fat.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a nice way to put that. Thank you. I had another
I've been
term.
working this thing. This is only my third year, but my gracious, it is mass chaos out here in spectator parking.
Yeah. Oh, I can't imagine, dude. But y'all are doing a great job. When I came up, I went in, on one side and I told them what I was doing. They're like, no, man, just turn around, go down, hit that other road, and they worked it out perfect. So, yeah, I saw all your coaches out there working. So, commended y'all after having a long night last night, being out here early this morning.
And, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't mention his name, but his name is Coach Jonathan Snider, the head coach of the Ardmore Tigers. And we must stink or something. So instead of coming up here live, we're talking to him on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for a car show, gentlemen.
Yes, sir, it is. There is a 280s, not a 280 ZX sitting over there, Coach. It's looks like a 240 ZX. It's one of the early 240Zs back in the days when it was Datsun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sitting right over. Guy's having a hard time moving. I don't know if he knows how to drive a clutch or not.
What's going on?
Yeah, but either way, it's. Those cars would fly back in the day.
But for those that don't know, tell folks listening about. I mean, this is one of, like Tom mentioned earlier on when we first came on the show. Definitely one of the biggest car shows in, I would say, all of Alabama. Definitely North Alabama for sure.
There's no question.
Just spoke to a lady a while ago, whose her husband's name's Neil Douthit.
Right?
Mm-hmm. She said that y'all were able to secure $36,000 just in sponsorship.
Wow,
that is unbelievable, dude. So good for y'all, man.
This is a big deal, man. And 3 years ago when I first got the job at Ardmore and they were talking about a car show, I'd lived up here for a long time, but had never been. And I thought, man, y'all are crazy. And that the first year it had come a flood all night.
Yes, it
so
did.
We had parents and stuff putting straw out, and we still had an unbelievable number of people that showed up. And now that the weather's good and not too hot, and man, it's crazy. I've seen vehicles pull in from Indiana, from Michigan. I mean, all over the country that come to this car show. And man, you never would have thought it, but hey, it's a huge event for our quarterback club, and they're great to our football program and our cheer programs and other programs at Ardmore that they help out. And I mean, this is a big fundraiser for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you mentioned that too, because I was going to say that very thing. If you're walking down through the parking lot, you'll see car tags from, like you said, all over, way out of state, and even a lot of the entrants are from out of state because they know that their car is going to be seen by thousands of people. I mean, it's just,
that's exactly right.
And y'all couldn't ask for better weather. The temperature's wonderful, a little breeze, man, sunny, so it's not having to put any straw down, do all that extra work. And,
That's right.
COVID's gone, and people are out and about and high-fiving and shaking hands. It's just wonderful to see.
I'm just noticing the big absence of mosquitoes. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, amen to that. Yeah.
Coach, what you got coming up next week, man?
We got Elmont coming up next week.
It's the big rivalry.
Coach Bunio is, man, you're talking about a guy that's doing a great job, man. He is, I think he's doing things the right way. He's got his kids bought into a program, that had been struggling for a few years. And, he does a great job. His kids play hard. He's got a lot of kids out, and he's got some good things going over there. And, they're playing with a lot of confidence, and, we had a week to regroup this past week on our bye week, and, just sort of go back to looking at us a little bit and figuring out some things here and there on, maybe there's some answers to some questions and all that type of stuff. And, I don't know. I think we can get it. I think we can get it together. We had a good week of practice, and we'll see how it goes. But huge rivalry. I think this is 77th year maybe that they play, that Ardmore and Elmont have played, and going to be a huge crowd over there Friday night. So looking forward to the opportunity. It's going to be a challenge for us. They're going to be ready to play. I think our kids will be ready to play. But rivalry game on the road, a lot of crazy things can happen. So.
Yeah. And those kids know each other so well. A lot of
they go to church with each other.
And hang out on the weekends.
And we've got
from
kids.
time to time,
we got kids on both programs that some may have grown up in Ardmore that now go to Elmont or vice versa.
Yeah. Right.
And like you said, they some of them may live next door to each other. They've just always gone to Elmont or Ardmore their whole life. And so it is it's one of those things that you love about high school football. You love the rivalry. You love the competition. I don't love the fact that we're 0-4 going into it, but but the challenge that presents itself to us as a team, we're looking forward to it. I think our kids will be ready to go. The biggest thing is we can't play the game too early. We can't allow, all the outside noise and things like that to dive in and take our, be a distraction to us this week. But, looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun time, hopefully.
Yeah. You've got a former Elmont coach who's come back home, made his way back home to be on your staff to help you out.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Sean Holt came back this year. Used to be at Elmont, and was assistant coach there and head coach there, and did a great job. And Coach Holt's been an unbelievable asset to our program, to our staff, to our school. Just a good all around guy. Very personable, very humble. And knows football really, really well, and has been through, a lot of different goods and bads, ups and downs. And, does a good job of bringing ideas to the table of things that, have worked in these scenarios that he's been a part of. And so we're very fortunate for him to be on our staff.
Yeah, I remember Coach Holter was one of those you could always count on to come on, whether it was a win or a loss, and a lot of times it was a loss.
Not a lot, most.
Whether your team played good or where they stunk it up, he was always there.
He'd take his man.
And now he did have a couple of years there when he had
decent,
Panky Kid and a couple of other guys where they were delivering slobber knockers, but
but talking about that, just you might be catching that one on a good time. I mean, they're coming off, the same kind of whooping that Martell puts on everybody, y'all included, and that's just the way it is. But, and kids, right or wrong or in between, it's human nature. They might look at your record and go, "Oh man, we got this." They just do.
Yeah.
So coming off a bad beating and then looking at y'all's record, y'all may, I know it's at their place, but. You maybe catch them at a good time. And another good thing about that rivalry is, too, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but it is a rivalry, but it's not one that's so intense that it's ever gotten ugly, to my knowledge.
No.
It's a fun rivalry, right? I mean, you talk trash back and forth, cutting up during the week or whatever, and then after whoever wins or loses, you shake hands, you hug, and you go home, and then you talk trash again for another year till the next game. But
well, like you said, the biggest thing is that you're going to see the kids and the adults and everybody else at church on Sunday. You're going to see them at the restaurants in town. You're going to see them at sometimes even family gatherings because you're all candidates.
Great point.
That sort of helps with the intensity of it, but I think it also helps with it. Getting outside of I guess the barriers of it being still a respectable rivalry, not one where there's a lot of nonsense going on, across the board. Where you just try to make it to Friday and get and play, and then see what happens, and then hey, win or lose, you're gonna see them again. You hope you win so you can have the bragging rights, but. If you lose, you got to take it for the next 365 and find a way to fix it the next time. So, but that's this is high school football at its finest. The rivalry coming up Friday night.
It is high school football at what it's meant to be, Coach.
It is. It is. And we're really looking forward to it. I'm ready to see our kids bounce back. Like I said, having a week to regroup. We gave them a couple of days off to go home, be a kid, go home in the afternoon.
Good idea.
We looked at ourselves a little bit. I'm not saying we made drastic changes, but maybe we looked at some things that, where we may not have had time to do so, trying to prepare for an opponent, but we looked at some things and, hopefully we got some things fixed. And, I think our kids are ready to get back at it. I think they're hungry to win. It's just a matter of doing the things that we need to do from myself all the way down to the kids on getting us ready to go, on Friday night.
Well, let's do a senior of the senior spotlight.
All right, our next senior is senior number 28, Mr. Joshua Pollard. Josh is a kid that is a great weight room guy. He works his tail off. He's a good kid. Josh has been in the program even before I became the head coach at Ardmore, and Josh is a great young man. He works really, really hard at trying to do the things that we ask him to do. He's grown up a lot. He's matured a lot through the years. Really one of those kids that you see in your program and you're like, football's been really, really good to him. It's going to help him down the road. And we're very fortunate that Josh is on our football team.
Coach, that's awesome, man. And good luck. Make everybody healthy. Bring it. Have a good game next Friday night. And
it'll be a packed house for sure, man.
It'll be a packed house for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. Thanks for joining us. Guys. I'm going to let you get back to work.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Coach.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Coach Jonathan Snider, ladies and gentlemen, calling in on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, even though he was only about an acre to the south of us.
Yeah.
It's a great segment so far. Great show so far. Come on, don't go away. We've got lots more coming back. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Tune in every Tuesday through Thursday this football season for the WKAC Coaches Shows. Join us as we get the scoop from Ardmore, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Tanner, and West Limestone. The WKAC Coaches Shows on 1080 WKAC.
Hello, I'm Andrew Smith, head baseball coach at Ardmore High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen, live here from the Ardmore Car Show. Tom McClung, Old Tom Cat, alongside Todd the Bod Tummelin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we've got the head coach of the James Clemens Jets calling in on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Coach Chad McGehee, big win last night at Florence, Coach.
Yeah, it's a huge win for us, and just a really hard-fought ball game and two really good defenses. And more importantly, just, we're 3-0 in the region, so
yes.
we're in a good position.
Yeah, absolutely. We were kind of keeping up with the game last night. We were calling Tanner Sheffield game and keeping up your score, and just kept on waiting for y'all to kind of pull away a little bit more, and it just never. So it ended up being like a defensive battle. I don't know that y'all have had a game that low scoring in a while, defensively or offensively.
Yeah, well, I knew, going into it, I think they're probably the best defense in the region. They held most Shoals to 3 points until 1:10 left in that game, and lost 9-0.
Didn't know that. Wow.
And they've been really, really good. So I kind of thought it was going to be one of those where we would have to manufacture some points in some other capacity, whether it's special teams or, a turnover or score on defense. And, but we knew going in that it was going to be tough sledding, and we were really going to have to play really well on defense to give ourselves a chance to win.
Well, and they sound like you did. I mean, what was the score going into the fourth quarter? Was it already 14-7, or did you just score in the fourth?
I think it was 7-7.
Okay.
Going into the fourth quarter. I think we scored on a 30-yard run in the fourth quarter to pull up 14-7. So,
did Florence have any opportunities after that that kind of put you on, like, they're fixing to score, or was the defense able to kind of keep them at bay?
Yeah. We tried to, we had a chance to close it out, and, we kept working behind the chains last night. Offensively, it just didn't go very well for us from penalty standpoint, and couldn't close it out. And then, we punted the ball to them, and then we got a holding call on the punt team, which in 25 years I've never had a punt team get a holding call. And it was assessed a 15-yard penalty and put them inside the 50 with about a minute and a half left in the game. So,
did you at least get an explanation? I mean, I could see holding at the line of scrimmage if you're punting, but
is that where it was at? Was it at the line of scrimmage, or was it beyond?
It was downfield.
Wow.
I don't know.
And 15 yards.
It was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was from the spot. It was 10 from the spot.
Okay.
You know, so kind of a weird night on that whole end of things.
Sounds
like
yeah.
too, so,
it sounds like it over at Lauderdale.
You're over there, so yeah.
Well, their quarterback flopped and they gave us a 15-yard penalty for personal foul.
Wow.
And I guess that's the world we live in, where kids are flopping now and trying to draw the penalty. So, but anyway, we survived. I was proud of our kids and their resilience and they're battling, and Ty Doty, actually we put him in, and right before the half, there was about 30 seconds left. I told him, I said, put him in, he's a Wildcat package, and let him run the ball a couple times, let him see it to set up a Ty Doty pass, where we came back out in the second half, and it was 4th and 25, and we sold, Ty running the ball and pulled up and threw a touchdown pass downfield. So,
all right, Coach.
We had to pull that one out of the hat, and then we threw a double pass. Devin Cooper threw a double pass that we got last night for a big play. I mean, those are just the things that we knew that we had to do, and it was going to be tough against their defense.
How good does that make you feel, though, as a coach, when you set that kind of stuff up and you call those plays, and then to have the players execute it the way it's supposed to be done? It's got to just, make you feel over the moon, dude. Like, man, that's something you created. Yeah,
it makes you feel like you're kind of smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might know a little bit about what you're doing, and but it was good to see them execute it, because you always wonder if you're going to be able to execute and get it blocked up right, and so and your linemen aren't downfield or whatever. So, but our kids really did a great job last night. I thought we played a really solid game. And, it was just really two great defenses just throwing body blows, every series.
Yeah. Well, that easy schedule, y'all, doesn't get any easier next week.
Yeah.
At least you're at home against Muscle Shoals, who's 4-0, 2-0 in the region.
Yeah. I think they're 5th right now, and I don't think they've missed a beat from last year. And you thought they might be down a little bit, but they're going to be right back in the mix there and make a deep playoff run for sure in 6A.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you had any time to check them out yet or see any film on them?
Yeah, well, we work ahead a week, so I was, we were working this week on them, and a lot of speed, really good on defense, really good on offense, really formationally challenge you with a lot of different looks, and we'll have our work cut out for us. But you know what, we're gonna go out, we're gonna practice, we're gonna prepare, we're gonna go out and compete. But at the end of the day, 2 weeks from now is we get back in that region play, and we need to be healthy, and we need to be prepared for Sparkman and Austin coming back out, and that will complete the kind of the gauntlet of our region.
I'd say a gauntlet's right.
Yeah.
Sparkman's killing it right now. I think they're ranked 10th and putting tons of points on the board. And so,
but now Sparkman was kind of doing that. I don't know if they were ranked last year, but they were scoring a lot of points last year until James Clemens came to visit.
They came in and 6-1, I think, or something like that last year. So, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
One day, one game at a time.
About that. I'm gonna enjoy today. I'm down here at Tuscaloosa at Parents Weekend, and
good for you.
Nice. See if Todd can get on track today.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, maybe draw up some plays for them.
Exactly. I was gonna say, draw up a couple of them plays and send them down there.
I just told my family, I just hope Pete Golden doesn't shut us out today.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Well, between that and Reese calling play, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Saban will figure it out.
That's a whole other show.
Yeah,
that's a whole other show.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, let's get a couple of seniors here for our spotlight.
Yeah, first senior is Ty Williams. He transferred in, came from New York this year, and does a great job for us on like scout team and reserve and whatever we need. Awesome guy. And he's playing O-line, and just glad to welcome him into the family when he moved down here. And then another senior O-lineman, Jackson Pate, has been with us for 3 years since I've been here. Got to see him come from 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. Man, just an incredible person, great character. Guy that kind of sweeps the sheds, as we say, or will walk around campus and pick up trash if he sees it or feel a need, or clean the locker room, and just a great locker room guy, and real proud to see him and his development and growth, and love having him on the team.
Well, this is kind of off the subject, but y'all gained some hardware out there to school here in the last few days. Big old hardware. A jet.
Well, you're talking about our hot water heaters.
I'm talking about your jet that you.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. yeah, they got a big jet out front. So
where'd they park it?
Put it up on 3 beams, I guess. So
cool.
Nobody could spray paint it up high, so nobody could get to it.
That other team might find a way to do that for us all said and done.
Well, they're gonna have to work hard to get up there to do it.
Kids are pretty resilient nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Little town,
no doubt.
Little town outside of Montgomery, Holland Home has got a jet out there on those 3.
Yep, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. A little small, just a tiny little school with a big, nice little jet out there. So.
They do, but if you hadn't seen our jet, it's pretty shiny.
Is it? I have not seen it.
I didn't even know y'all got it. I have to come by here and check it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need to go by and see what it looks like. It looks good out front.
I bet it does.
Right, Coach, thank you so much for joining us, bud.
All right, thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Good luck next week.
You too. Good luck next week.
All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Coach Chad McGehee of the James Clemens Jets, with the brand new jet on campus. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Missed part of this week's Tailgate Talk? Go online to tailgatetalk.net and hear the archives. Call or text us with your comments during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, located at 105 South Marion Street. Open weekdays 9 to 5. Call 256-232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
When you're looking for something special for your next event, why not bring in the most amazingly fine flavored shaved ice this side of the islands, Kona Ice of Decatur and Athens. Whether it's a school or major sporting event, a picnic, or a festival, Kona Ice brings the fun and laughter. From their steel drum music to their signature flavor wave, where guests can flavor their own shaved ice. No event is too big or too small. Kona Ice makes fundraising easy too. Call Kona Ice today and tell them what you have have in mind. 256-566-5298. Or look for them on your favorite social media platform. Kona Ice of Decatur in Athens. 256-566-5298. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, this is former Alabama defensive lineman Reggie Grimes, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at the Ardmore Car Show. Tom McClung here, old Tomcat, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, Todd the Bod Tomlin. And we've got the fastest man to come out of Jack State University, also known as the head coach of Tanner Rattlers. Coach Oscar Bond's joining us. Big win last night, Coach.
Hey, how you going, man? I don't know about the fastest.
I don't know.
It's in the record book.
Is it? Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it with our eyes, dude.
Y'all hilarious.
Hey, man, yeah. Look, we talked about it. The loss to Mae Jemison, the loss to Rogersville. Those losses aren't looking that. All losses are not good, but those games were played hard by you guys. And when you're getting into your region play, and now the talent you have on the team is starting to show out, Coach.
Yeah, all right, those games we played against Lauderdale, Lauderdale's been destroying people from what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Which I already knew Lauderdale was good, but we scheduled Lauderdale just because, I feel like it'll get our guys prepared for the season. Mae Jemison being a bigger school and athletic, I feel like that was going to be good for us to get us prepared for the season. So everything's going in the right direction. Our guys are getting better week to week. We just got to limit some of them penalties we're getting.
Yeah.
Bonehead penalties.
How many did y'all end up with last night? Do you know?
Oh, it's quite a few. Some of them questionable, but it's always out there a touchdown. Seems like it always happens on a long touchdown.
Me and Garth Garris called the game last night, Coach Garrison. Y'all had at least 2 scores I know negated by penalties, and then at least 3, if not 4, big long gains.
Yes.
And yes, some of them were questionable, but in some of them I did see with my own eyes, and I don't know if y'all have gone back and seen the game film or not, but a couple of them came like a couple of the holding calls, I believe it was like the player, your lineman engaged after the fact the running back was on down the field. Like he didn't even need to be. It's like, don't even touch nobody.
I'm fine if you throw a play if it really determines if a guy breaks the run. But the guy's 30 yards down the field, that guy wasn't going to make that play.
No, just leave him alone.
You're right, Coach. He ain't going to touch him.
One of the big plays was, and at least I said this before the game started, sometimes just human nature, especially young kids, look at Sheffield's record, they ain't won squat, and then all.
Came out flat.
Exactly. Came out flat. And, and it's one of those games sometimes where you're like, you look up in the middle of the third quarter and all of a sudden you're in a game and y'all didn't take it that far, but that play right there before halftime with that 98-yard incredible interception return just turned all the momentum
that was a
around.
backbreaker.
That was a backbreaker. That's the term I use. It broke their backs.
And I just the biggest thing is at the half, but I want to see if we're gonna come out and take care of business. And we held them scoreless in the second half, and we did what we were supposed to do. We scored, and so I was pretty pleased with that. But like I said, we got limited penalties, and we had bonehead penalty, personal fouls, which a couple guys gonna have about 200 up downs just to remind them before they get personal fouls.
Yeah, it was getting a little chippy out there. A lot of verbal stuff early on because we could see it.
Yeah, I think one of their guys got ejected.
They did, number 12.
He left.
Well, yeah, he definitely walked up. Well, I believe we determined he was ejected. We didn't see the referees do that, but either way, my man walked off the field. That's for sure. But which is probably a good thing. And you know what? And I will say this: the referees were not very good all night, but that was pretty smart at the end of the game. Them holding the ball and just not even letting y'all get that last. I knew. Well, we knew y'all were going to take a knee anyway.
That last series, they got real chippy.
Yeah, but it was just better not to even snap it and let nobody engage at the line of scrimmage, or it might have been all out, something. So that was probably the only good call they made all night. But it was a good call for that.
Yeah.
But Coach, man, I want to talk about. I mean, first of all, size, and it's not just size. You're like Howard and all those kids up front. They're not just big, but that's
Daryl.
Daryl. But then you've got so much speed, Coach. It's mind-numbing. It is to see. I mean, there was 2 or 3 times y'all had runs where the Sheffield players had the angle on y'all and just could not catch up. Just couldn't. It was awesome to watch.
Oh yeah. We got a couple guys. We try to get the guys like Endymion, Tyus out in space, which is number 9.
Yeah.
We try to get him the ball out of space because he's not going out of bounds. He's trying to score. And you got Tylen Hall, who just came back from being injured for 2 games. So he just get back in the swing of things. He started getting a little tired as the game went. But now, you just got to get back in game shape.
Yeah.
And then, Skyler's always our deep threat. He can go up and get it, and he made a huge play on the pick, you know what I'm saying? And then the quarterback, he was a 60-meter indoor state champion 2A, so he showed off his wheels, but it got called back.
Yeah, but, I'm glad you said that because I mentioned on there last night that I hoped that some or all of those kids ran track and so that makes sense right there. That'd be a heck of a relay team. 400 relay.
You got to get about 2 or more out there that need to run track, but they didn't run.
Yeah, they would certainly help the track team out because they can certainly fly. But to have the size and then have the speed to go with it, if they can, if they can keep their heads grounded, their feet grounded, and I know y'all will do a good job with that, y'all can make a hard push without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will be a hard outing. You're gonna have to play to beat us. I feel like we got the players in all the right positions. Darrell kind of rolled his ankle, so we kind of kept him out. We got to get his ankle right. But it's always good to try to create more depth. So
Well, you mentioned
that's what we're always looking for.
You mentioned Darrell. He was our player of the night last night. Give us a scoop on him.
Darrell, he's a very strong kid. He benches about 405 pounds. Very quick off the ball, good head on the shoulders, make good grades, and he just makes good. He just makes plays. He's got an offer. He's actually got his first offer from Lane College HBCU school. So that's
that's awesome.
Well, and that'll just be his first. He'll have many more come up. And one thing y'all did with him last night that I thought was awesome was you moved him around. You even had him in nose guard a couple of times, I noticed. So that was, I think that was throwing that offensive line off, like, man, they, because they had to keep tabs on him the whole game.
We'll play him at nose. We'll try to go a faster group and take a bigger guy out and put a quicker DN in, just being quicker, and we can go big up front. So we try to mix it up.
Another young man that impressed me last night, and because of his size, I think y'all got him listed like at 5'9", maybe 170 or something, was KC Hale. He had several tackles, man.
KC Hale is a player. If he was 6 feet or 5'11",
he'd be a beast.
He would go where he wants to. He's a dude, man. He leads the team in tackles.
I believe
underrated, flies under the radar, but the other team know who he is because he's gonna make plays for us.
Yeah. You're talking about moving around. Y'all's first play from scrimmage last night, where you shifted about half the line there all of a sudden, and Sheffield was like, what?
That was pretty cool.
If he'd only connected on the pass. I started saying if he'd only connected on the pass, it would have been a really good.
Too much adrenaline there early in the game, I guess.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, we missed some throws early.
Yeah, there was. That's the thing. Early. Y'all could have easily put up 70. I mean, there was a couple of wide open touchdowns. The ball was just slightly overthrown. That the receiver had 2 or 3 steps, and then of course the callback. I mean. Y'all are very impressive. I mean, I don't even know however else to put it, dude. I mean, I'm looking forward to see how far you can go, man. You've done a great job.
I've really been impressed with our defense. We haven't really gave up a whole lot. I mean, they got that one ball at the one because of the bad snap, but we've been pretty good on defense all year.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So like, I'm sitting there, and I probably shouldn't comment or whatever, but I'm thinking, just kick it out of bounds. Just kick it to the back of the end zone and take the safety.
Yeah.
I know in the moment, is that what y'all teach them, or?
Yeah. Well, he was the fill-in kicker for the night. He plays, but our regular kicker had a death in the family, so he didn't get to play.
Got you. Yeah. So, and I'm sure he was just thinking, recover the ball, so they didn't score. And of course, they got it on the 1 or 2 yard line anyway. But
right.
We had Mr.
And in the moment, he probably just trying to get the ball.
Yeah. Secured.
We had Mr. Pugh on halftime last night. He mentioned y'all had homecoming next week.
Oh, yeah.
So
we played Columbia.
Okay. Oh, Coach, before I forget, next year when y'all get new uniforms, dude, for when there's old people up in the stands like me, I can't see them green numbers on them black jerseys, man. Put some bigger white stripes on the outside of them or something. I don't know.
Listen, they decided to wear those uniforms. That's the older version of our uniform. We got 2 new sets, but they want to go throwback.
Oh, man. They're pretty. I mean, I'll give them that. They look good. I like that black on that green, man. That looks good, But yeah, not when you're old and blind with binoculars. I'm like, I don't know. I think he's 55, dude. But anyway, do you know much about Columbia? I know, obviously they're struggling as they seemingly always do.
One of my good friends got the job there. He's got them playing a lot better than what they have been in the past.
That's
I got about 50 players out there compared to like 24, 25 in the previous.
Yeah, last year they only had like 20.
He's got his numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think he's doing a good job, man. He's getting the numbers up.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to have. If you only got 20, 25 kids on the team, especially 6A level or wherever they are, you just can't compete. So, I'm glad to hear that he's got his numbers up and stuff. Y'all other than the tweaked ankle, y'all didn't really have anybody come up injured last night, did you?
We're pretty healthy.
Okay.
Well, is he doing anything different out there at Columbia than they've done?
Yeah, he's running a spread offense. Previously, they kind of like double wing, but they got pretty good athletes, man. They got some pretty good fast kids out there that can match up with us. So we got to be ready to play. I always say you got to win the game in the trenches. So
It's at home, right? Well, that's right. It's homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming.
So, that's going to be a fun week. I know it is for the coaching staff having to put up with all the extracurricular activities, but maybe the kids will stay focused on what they're supposed to do.
That's the biggest thing.
Yep, keeping them focused, buddy.
Let's get us a senior here before we let you go.
Let's go with Jamar Malone.
Okay.
Jamar Malone's a senior. He plays nose tackle and he plays left guard. Sometimes he's at right guard. But he's about a 3-year starter. He's one of the babies that when I got here he was in 7th grade. So just to see how far he done came, he's a pretty dang good player, and he does his job, man. Very quiet, but he's gonna do his job.
That's great, Coach.
Speaking of Malone's, real quick, I'd forgotten that Chad Malone was on your coaching staff. Listen, you've done a lot of great things since you've been there. I'm gonna have to question your hiring skill. No, I'm kidding. I love Chad. I'm sure he brings a lot of energy and stuff to the team. And now, what's his son's name? I forgot. He plays receiver, I think.
DeQuayla Malone.
Yeah. Now, what grade's he in?
He's a junior.
Okay. But yeah, I love. I got to cut up with Chad a little bit last night. I used to work with him. He's a wonderful dude. So I'm glad you got him on your staff.
Is he? I didn't even know that.
You didn't know he was on your staff? You didn't know he was a good dude.
Good dude.
That's good.
Well, you can tell him I put in a good word for him.
All right, I will.
All right, brother.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us today, buddy. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Take care.
Good luck next week.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Bonds, head coach Tanner High School. Homecoming next week for you former Rattlers such as myself.
That's right.
All right, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talking WKAC, the Big 1080.
You can help Limestone County student athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
This is James Clemens girls basketball coach Monica Maxwell, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, old Tom Cat, alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. We're live here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Ardmore Car Show. We've got a few more minutes that we're going to be here. So we got 30 more minutes left, 11:30. So calling us now in on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, is head coach Cody Gross from the Athens Golden Eagles. Coach, welcome to the show, man.
I appreciate it.
Always a treat to have you here, buddy. You guys are playing some pretty decent football.
Well, at times we are. We, I tell you, it's really good to be 4-1 at the midpoint of the season, and got an open week coming up next week. So, obviously, it'd really be 5-0, but 4-1 ain't bad.
No, sir.
No. Got Coleman coming up after your bye week, so that'll give you some time to get some kids healthy that might be hurting a little bit, and then extra time to prepare for them. But it sounds like last night, which first of all, May Jamison's a lot improved, it seems, from years past. So, hats off to them for, I won't say they hung in there with you. I wouldn't say that, but,
Well,
they made it tough.
It wasn't just a walkover. Let's just put it that way.
No, Rico White is the head coach, and he comes from Aniston, and we had a lot of success. And I can tell you, very impressed with him. Talked to him before the game, and just telling how much I could see the improvement, just the game film that we have from early, week to week. Their improvement has been pretty impressive, and thought they did a really good job last night. They've got good players. They had good players for a while, but he's doing a really good job of getting them to play hard. And again, hats off to them. But they've got some players, and they're a much better football team than they were just a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, it was good to get that win.
Yeah, it seems like May Jemison has always had good athletes, but it's like they just never could get their act together.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on, but I know, again, I was very impressed talking with Coach White. I think he's the right guy for that job, and again, their kids played extremely hard.
Well, what did you see last night that you felt good about, and possibly some things that might have rubbed you the wrong way? Anything in particular?
Well, we never punted.
Oh,
so
that's good, Coach.
That's awesome.
So we had basically had 8 drives. We scored 8 touchdowns. We had got the ball at the end of the half. They missed a field goal with about 20 seconds left. So we ran 2 plays at the end of the half that, kind of ran it out. And then we ran the clock out at the end of the game with their backups in. So never punted. 8 drives, 8 scores, and John McIntyre had 6 touchdowns.
Wow.
So he had 9 carries for 120 yards, 5 touchdowns, and had 8 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown.
That's a pretty decent night for a young man, isn't it? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. Kurt Harvey asked me if it was that was a record for most touchdowns, and I don't know the answer. I asked Coach Creasy, and he said, "Well, I would say unless he said if Freddie Smith didn't do it, Michael Bridgeforth didn't do it, I would bet that's probably the record."
I think you're right. Yeah, those are 2 big names right there.
I can't imagine anybody. Definitely probably tied, if anything, a record. But I can't imagine anybody. I don't remember anybody ever scoring that many at Athens. But wow, what a night for that young man. Of course, offensive line contributed as well. And
oh yeah, they did a good. They did, and Mae Jemison's pretty good up front. So
yeah, they're big. they are.
They did a good job. We had I think 478 yards of offense. We threw for 259,
nice.
and then rushed for. Well, I ain't gonna do. I'm not gonna get the math right, but it was.
It was a lot.
That's where we were. Yeah. So it was. Again, it was a good night.
Yeah, John was the player of the night last night too. By the way,
good choice.
Yeah,
only choice.
Yeah.
Well, if you had time to kind of look at Coleman a little bit, see what they've got to bring.
I actually have not, but I do know how they always are.
Yeah.
And it's a tough bunch.
Good point. They're hard hitting.
I think again you got a group that's improved because I think they struggled a little bit early in the year, and that they beat Decatur last week, and then last night beat Lee 40-7, and and Lee's a good football team. Lee was undefeated until last week. Mae Jemison beat them 19-18, and then they got a 40-7 win right there. So, and we go to Coleman, and that's one of the toughest places in America to play.
Is.
So we've got they're a hard-nosed, tough team. They're physical, a lot of pride and tradition.
And sometimes officiating's a little wonky, for the lack of a better word. I don't know. So
yeah, well,
it's funny how that goes.
Like I said, it's a tough place to play. But you got we got 13 days to be the best we can be, and we're at this point we're far from that, and. I think that's good. If you're sitting at 4-1 and you're a long way from being the best you can be, then things you got a chance. But we got this open week's going to be huge for us. We got a lot of things that we got to get right, and you mentioned it. Hopefully we can get some guys healthy, but it's a fine line because there's a lot of work that we got to get done too. So we got to handle this the right way, and then playing right now is really focus on us. And then next week, focus on Coleman.
There you go.
And as we come out of this thing, we're sitting 1-1 in the region, and we're going to be going to Coleman, to Hartselle coming out of this thing.
Ooh,
so, it's really, really big.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, these next 2 weeks they're very important. Absolutely.
Well, Coach, I've waited to the end of the conversation, but you've got an offensive tackle named Spencer Dowling. And early in the season this year, offers started coming in, and just a couple of weeks ago, he committed to Auburn. I talked to Andrea a good bit through Facebook messaging, and I've known his parents for years. So, what kind of talk about the kid that Spencer is, and what's going on now with him?
Well, I can't say enough good things about Spencer Dolan. He's
Dolan. Yeah.
He's as good a young man as you'll find. The way I describe him to these college coaches is that he's got all the intangibles, and that's that's Bobby Wallace's phrase for all those things that you can't see. You know, it's the character, it's the heart, it's the toughness, it's the selflessness, it's, you know, all those things. And, you know, Spencer, you know, great kid, great student, got all that stuff. Plus he's right at 6'6", 290. So, you know, you add the tangibles. You know, it's one thing to have those intangibles and be 5'10", 160.
Like Todd, he's 6'4", 290. You know,
that's why I'm Todd the Bod, man.
Yeah, he's got
all the intangibles.
He's got all the intangibles, Coach.
All the wrong ones, bad grades, slow.
But no, he's you know, and I think he hadn't even tapped into what he's going to be able to be.
Yeah, he's still a junior, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a junior, and he's getting better and better. I mean, he really is. He's continuing to improve, and I see that every week. So really, really excited about his future. You know, Coach Freeze had called a couple weeks ago and talked about him, and you know, said that's the kind of kid they're looking to have in their program. And I think it'll be a good fit for Spencer.
It's funny because our producer extraordinaire is called extraordinaire for a reason. He arranged that I was fortunate enough to be in the press box at Auburn home games this year. So Andrea, his mother sends me a text or a messenger with the picture of him committed, and there I am sitting in Auburn Central, and I can't say anything. He's committed. I'm like, oh man, if I was like somebody in the media, I could really break a scoop today. But no, I love it.
You are somebody.
I ain't nobody, dude. I'm just glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm really happy for him. Everybody sees picture of him as a soccer player and see him with his karate gi on, and you know, your kid's got. Say he's well coordinated in order to be a soccer player and a wrestler, not a soccer player.
I was
a wrestler.
to say,
I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. A wrestler, and
that was going to be a scoop.
Yeah,
no
real
kidding.
big
I was like,
scoop.
what's a big old soccer player there? I was trying to be
wrestler. My bad, Coach. Wrestler. Sorry, Andrea, Lynn, if y'all are listening. Sorry about that. So, but yeah, I'm overjoyed, just excited for them. I know they're getting a good man.
That's right. That's exactly right.
All right. So, Coach, thank you so much for joining us. We've got a long week ahead of us, and oh my gosh, I'm sitting here talking about Auburn too much. They've done fumbled the football, and Texas A&M on the scoop and score. I've got YouTube TV going on me here. So, Coach, thanks again for joining us. Good luck next week, and well, you're off next week, but good luck when you come back on the field.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Here, Coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, Coach Cody Gross, head coach of the Athens Golden Eagles. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
If you have a question, comment, or idea for Tailgate Talk, you can email it to tailgatetalk@hotmail.com. We'll be right back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk on 1080 WKAC.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, located at 105 South Marion Street. Open weekdays 9 to 5. Call 256-232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit Ardmore.net.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook, the Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627. Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Hey, this is Jim Gasker, former Major League Baseball outfielder and first baseman. And you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here from the Ardmore Car Show. Been here this morning, and we're still here, and it's still beautiful, and we're still in Ardmore, and the cars are still rolling in. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us here on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, Coach Clint Woodfin, head coach at East Limestone. Coach, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, good to be on the show. So you guys are calling me. And y'all are at Ardmore right now. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, hey, if it makes you feel any better, we had to call an Ardmore coach. And he's only like an acre away from us. He couldn't even walk up here to talk to us.
I got you. Good deal. Well, maybe we can have you guys over here sometime.
Now, that sounds like a good deal right there. It's been a while since I've been to East Limestone. So.
Hey, we'll put our heads together. We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
There we go. Somebody fire up a smoker, and I'll request a few ribs and stuff like that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Well, we will be over there in a few weeks to call your game with, I think it's the last regular season game.
May Jemison,
yeah. So.
Yep.
So, well, let's talk about our game last night, though.
Yeah.
Rustful.
Which wasn't homecoming, by the way, Coach. Just
it was not. That is completely on me right there. I would be slapped on the wrist for that one. But we had it was a good night. We had our teacher recognition night. Our senior football players and cheerleaders recognized their favorite teacher throughout their high school careers. We got that.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, got that at the beginning of the game, and we preached all week. It was about East Limestone, and we wanted to come out with great energy and compete. And was very pleased with the first quarter. We gave up. We knew their quarterback, who's a senior, who's a really, really good football player, probably best quarterback we've seen all year, and their running back, number 3, who's a sophomore. We knew those two guys kind of make their offense work, and we did everything we could to try to limit explosive plays. They hit us on a couple of routes early on in the first half, and then one in the second half where we just had a guy misaligned and got a little confused. Offensively, we got an end zone. We were able to move the ball. We felt good about some of the things we were doing, but we just couldn't keep up. But I was proud of our guys. The energy level was really, really good. We had our best week of practice this week. So just very proud of our guys and how they came out and they got ready. But, for us, we talked at the end of the game and we said, look, it's a new season. We're going to look at this last half as we're 0-0. We got West Limestone coming up this week at West Limestone. I think it's their homecoming. So I think our guys will be locked in, ready to go. I told them, I said, this time last year, I said, guys, we were 1-4, and we were kind of in the same boat. We didn't have a region win.
Yep.
And I said, it can be, it's happened before. It can be done again. And I was very proud with how our guys responded at the end of the game. Look, our guys, I can tell you this, they are fighters, and they left out of the locker room with the right mindset of making sure they take care of what they need to take care of this week. So we had some good things happen last night. Very proud of how we started. It felt like, even though the score doesn't reflect it, we've gotten better. We've improved. Very proud of how we came out. I feel like we came out in this game a lot better than what we did last year. So I was very pleased with that. And look, I think everything we've done up to this point, has set us up for the last half of the season. So I'm very excited and very, very, very hopeful for where we're going to go and what we're about to do.
Coach, that's good. Who do you have coming in next week, Coach? West?
We're going 2 West next week.
Going 2 West. Okay, that ought to be a good game there, Coach.
It will. It's a great rivalry for us and for West Limestone. Coach Davis, their team came off a big win last night versus East Lawrence, and he'll have his guys ready to go. There's not a whole lot you got to do to motivate our guys for this week, and I'm sure the same for those guys. So they, our kids have grown up with each other. A lot of them go to school together at the tech school, and so it'll be a fun week and a fun night for sure.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Great. So, anybody got anything? Tim, you over texting, buddy?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not texting. I'm researching here.
Researching. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, Coach, anybody you want to bring out? I mean, you're talking about your kids playing harder. Any particular kid? You got any leaders you want to recognize for everybody today?
Yeah, we had talking about some of our seniors that have stepped up. We got a good-looking athlete, basketball, football player named Caden Treenham, who came out this past year. It's his first year playing football with us, second year being at East Limestone. He moved in from somewhere, I think, in the Northeast, and he's been a great addition for us. Big, tall kid, had a couple catches last night, couple big catches over the middle. But just a guy that we're just very proud to have, and he's made us a lot better with our wide receiver unit. And then Ty Moore, number 79. We got a little banged up last night. We had a couple bumps and bruises, and he had to jump in and play. Made a couple tackles right towards the end. So those two seniors, Caden and Ty, have done a good job for us this year, and have definitely made us a lot better.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us today, man. We appreciate you, and best of luck next week, and have a good game, and keep everybody healthy.
Man, I sure do appreciate you guys, man. I don't know if I've said it, enough or said it this year, but man, I love you guys spotlighting Limestone County football and just kind of letting our fans and viewers know, about our kids and about our program, and just putting a spotlight on what these boys do and what Friday night's all about.
Well, we appreciate you too, Coach.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yep, absolutely. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good Saturday. Hey, and go East and War Eagle.
Hey, War Eagle, we got a break a second ago. Oh, boys have got to settle down just a little bit. They're a little not overmatched. They're just overwhelmed a little bit at the crowd there. So we'll be all right.
There you go.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
all right.
No doubt, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too, Coach.
You too.
See ya.
All right, see ya. Ladies and gentlemen, on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, Coach Clint Woodfin, head coach of the East Limestone Indians. And it is time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Tailgate Talk is on Facebook. Just search for Applebee's Tailgate Talk, like our page, and post your questions, comments, or ideas for the show. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back on 1080 WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint, peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook. The Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Takes the snap. He's going to fake the pitch. He's at the 20, the 10. He's going to get a cover. Touchdown, James Clemens.
Be listening for James Clemens High School football this season as the Jets take on the best in Class 7A competition. You can hear every featured game streamed live online at pasnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus, or on your PAS Plus app, and later on demand. You can also hear the replays Sunday afternoons on WKAC Radio. Join us for exciting coverage of James Clemens Jets football this season from Play Action Sports.
Hey, this is head coach Chris Bunio from Elkmont, and this is Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, Old Tomcat, alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. This producer, this place up here under the shade trees and under the little pavilion is just quite wonderful. And we've got power. We've had power to run the show. So we're
perfect spot.
Perfect spot. Ladies and gentlemen, come join us. It's still early. Lots of cars here. And a lot
of people still coming in.
Yeah, a lot of people still coming in, man. So
think lots of food, isn't it, down there?
Yeah, down that's where I park, down there by the food trucks, man. There's plenty of ports-a-let. You know, I talked about going on a cruise one time, you know, and it's talking about the ports of call. So I'd just rather go down to the river and check out the ports-a-let.
Yeah, that local stuff.
The ports-a-let. Get it?
Ports-a-let.
Potties, porta-potties. Sorry.
All right.
Into the first quarter here, Texas A&M. Kind of putting it on my Auburn Tigers right now, but the boys' defense has settled down. Let's see what happens here. It's 4th and 2, Todd the Bod. What are you going to do if you're Texas A&M? They are punting it. So good for them. I'll take 6-0 down in the first quarter in College Station. However, we got a game coming today. Speaking of Auburn, former Auburn quarterback Bo Nix. And this is going to be a good game. Better game than a lot of people are thinking. Former quarterback Bo Nix playing for Oregon the last 2 years, and will be playing against Colorado and Coach Prime and his two sons. If nothing else, it'll be the most media-hyped game of the week.
Yeah, oh, yeah, without a doubt. It already has been.
Yeah. So having mentioned that now, what do you think about Alabama and Ole Miss today? What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't know anymore. I mean, I said at the beginning of the year we'd lose 2, possibly 3 games, and including this one as being a possibility. I mean, it really depends. To me, it all goes back to the offensive line. Are you going to come out and do your job? You're supposed to be 4- and 5-star athletes. Are you going to play like those 4- and 5-star athletes and knock the dude down on his butt in front of you? Or are you going to do what you've been doing? If they'll do what they're supposedly capable of doing, we'll be just fine. Win by 10 points.
Yeah.
If they play like they have been playing, could lose by 10. So I'm not even going to make a prediction. I mean, we're a 7-point favorite. I thought that seemed awful high, considering the way we've been playing.
Right.
This puts a lot of points on the board. Obviously, we have a pretty good defense, but defense can't be out there on the field the whole game.
That's true.
Know? So and keep an offense from Ole Miss scoring. So.
Well, the flux capacitor in the DeLorean just left here, so maybe we can get it up to the future and find out. Come back and make a last-minute wager on it.
To go back to that Oregon-Colorado game, it's gonna be, I think Colorado's 19th, Oregon's 10th. It's at Oregon. Definitely the biggest test for this Colorado team, I would think.
Yeah, so far this year,
yeah. Prime time mania, whatever you want to call it. It's been, crazy. That's all you're hearing in the college world. Every time you turn on a Sports Center or a College Football Today show or whatever it might be, radio, prime time. Obviously, he's done a really good job.
Well, he's taking a team that was one an awful team and just regutted the roster.
I was going to say, he's like, I don't know how many transfers that dude got. It was a ton.
Yeah.
As many or most.
He got one from Auburn. That's got to be a flag.
He brought him in from everywhere, but, so
obviously
it's not the same team that it's been on the field prior to him getting there.
Right.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know I meant to look up to see just who was favored. I'm sure Oregon's favored, but by how much?
Yeah, Oregon's favored. Our buddy Greg Miller thinks Colorado's going to pull it out. I think he said win by 12. But
the Ducks are favored by 21.
By 21. I don't necessarily see that. So,
yeah. We'll see.
All right, are we done, ladies and gentlemen? It's at the end of another show we've come to. We came, we saw, we conquered. So we're still doing car show out here at Ardmore. On behalf of Todd the Bod, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, I'm Tom McClung, old Tomcat. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get ourselves up out of here. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1080 WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.